Hey there, biggest war boss here, former mystical old tavern. A little bit of rebranding here because why the heck not? I'm a small channel, so people will not notice it anyway. I just felt my Warhammer nerd within me declaring that I should go with this. I'm a very simple guy. And we're gonna talk about something that is not very simple though, because I was browsing on the internet because, that's what we do. And of course, the situation in Cuba have been horrifying, considering as well with Iran and all of the things happening at the same time everywhere. And where now Cuba is lacking gas and oils, and the power plants and everything is going down. They have not enough food and water. It's getting very, very hard, which makes sense considering the United States literally strangling them. And I saw this tweet by Dr. Malouf that writes, "This is what Cuba, the left socialist utopia, look like after 65 years of communism. And of course, it's all the fault of the United States because socialism is good and America is bad." And then there's this little video showing how everything is dilapidated, everything sucks and everything is bad. But yes, the thing is that they obviously trying to be sarcastic about it, but they are on the truth. It is the fault of the United States. But they can't accept that because they need to blame communism, they need to blame socialism. It's all their fault that Cuba is not doing well, when, ignoring the fact that United States have held a massive embargo for all these years. They put in a dictator that murdered over 20,000 people in his name and under his regime, and then tried to assassinate the leader afterwards, okay, Castro, many times. And you don't think United States is not at fault, that America is not bad for what they have done there. And I mean, Cuba is just one of many places that the United States have been fucking it up so badly. United States is a bad place. It's a bad country. Is all the people there bad? Obviously not. There are plenty of good people there. But the government and the regimes that have been ruling in the United States is definitely bad. And seeing how they're trying to make this, the left socialist utopia is literally poverty, is a very wild one, because that's literally not what any lefty want. If anything, it's the opposite. But they need to make this about socialism being bad because, they don't want to take any responsibility for what they and their government have been doing. And bound with this is the tweets like this: "The sooner Americans admit to themselves that Democrats are communists, the sooner we can begin repairing the damage they have done." They don't know what communism or socialism or anything is. They are so brain dead, these kind of people. It is astounding how they can think Democrats are the fucking communists, man. No, they are not. Sure, they are more left than the Republicans on certain things, but they are definitely, by all other means, a right-wing party, right of the center. It is insanity that these people is so brain broken and so uneducated to think that they've been so red scared for so many years. So anything bad is a communist thing, when it's not even involved. It's capitalism that is doing capitalism thing, which is doing the things it is created for. But it's this kind of same people that is spewing out that Cuba have been, a communistic hellscape for all these years. United States have done nothing bad. It is the Cubans. It's socialism that has been bad. Not the very fact that there have been embargoes upon embargoes and everything upon the country. It is insanity. And talking about more in depth about this, Overzealot made a very, very good video talking more in depth about the history and falsehoods and the truths about the different parts of the Cuban history and stuff like that. Because there's a lot, and of course, if you are not careful, it is so easy to just fall into this kind of thing socialism bad, Castro evil, and whatnot, rather than just realizing United States is causing so much damage and so much hurt with how they are. Like this tweet, which is obviously an AI generated, because, you know, making your own art is definitely not for these right-wing losers that made this one, like with this woman here: to the Trump supporters, Cuba has been without power and water for days. And then below is Cuban here: Cuba has been without power, water, food, medicine, and freedom for 67 years. 67, yeah. Well, and the main reason is called communism. Once again, they don't know what they're talking about. They just buzzwording to justify United States imperialism. That what they are doing. Because Cuba have had power, water, food, medicine, and freedom. Sure, the regime obviously have not been perfect by any means. I'm not gonna sugarcoat everything, but going in there and thinking that, yeah, it's been you know, they had nothing for 67 years. It's been the communism fault. When the entire country have been in embargo by United States over and over for all these years, it's insanity how these people are fucking made. And also one thing I noticed with all these fucking AI things they create, because first of all, they can't create a shit by their own. But it is also like how they made this woman. They made her like angry. They made her bald. All of these things, and you know, to make her more like, I guess, unattractive in their eyes and more radical and crazy, because they tend to do that, you know. Especially to take a female character, a woman, colored with crazy colored hair, piercings, glasses, tattoos, and they may be overweight, they maybe have a disability. Everything to diminish what they are saying, because they don't see women as people. We all know that. And they're going in so hard with that, and then it make the man below seeming very like, you know, he looks very sad. He looks very humble and everything. Like, yeah, I've been suffering. Like, yeah, it's communism. Trust me, I'm a man. Don't trust that radical, angry woman, because yeah, that's what they're going with. So yeah, it just irks me when these people, and it's not only Americans. There are a bunch of people from everywhere that say stuff like this, that it's the communism fault, it's socialism that doesn't work, when it is literally embargoes, it's capitalism that ruins it. Once again, capitalism fucking sucks. It sucks out the life out any other attempt of trying something new. And even if it's nothing new, because we know communism, socialism, and all that is nothing new, but every time that appears, forces like United States try to strangle it over and over and over again. They have done so many times. So yeah, the situation with Cuba is just, it's awful, and it makes me happy to see that there are creators going over there with resources like food and gas and stuff like that. So like Assam Piker and stuff like that were going there, and many others, and that is a great thing to see. And I honestly would wish there would be no more embargo, but that is just me wishing, of course, because, you know, the United States government is a tyrannical hellscape, and it will definitely collapse at one point. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video talking a little bit, because it annoys me with these fucking people, man. They're so dumb.